Well, hello there. Welcome back or to my channel, Manjobug ASMR here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm currently playing a game called Stray. That is what this footage is from. And for anyone who is a cat lover and also loves video games, this is a must play for you. I'm going to be doing a nice video here of me essentially going for a trophy in the game. And the trophy involves the cat sleeping for an hour in game. This is not a cumulative trophy, and I have definitely spent time sleeping. So we are going to just relax. We're just going to relax and to just enjoy the peaceful surroundings of this game. For those of you who haven't played this game, and for those of you who have, if you have, you recognize this location. This location is called Ant Village. And I thought that it would be the most relaxing because of the waterfall in the background and the peaceful ambiance of this area. This game is just I don't want to say it's always relaxing because this game can actually get quite stressful at points. But it's such a worth it game, if that makes sense, to play. It's very emotionally charged and it has a beautiful ending, if not a tearjerker ending. It does make me cry, but I'm kind of a weenie. In any case, I do hope that you are well, and I really appreciate you dropping by just to hang out with me. I am a little sad that let me see, hold on. No, it's not letting me do anything. I thought that I could zoom back in on the cat, but maybe eventually it'll go back to that. But this is very relaxing, so let's just enjoy it. And whenever that trophy pops, which I'm not quite sure how long that will be, I will go back to the regular gameplay so you can see the cute cat again, because he's just a little speck on those pillows at the moment. It's actually been a while since I played this game, but it was so enjoyable to play. I really hope that they do make a sequel. I know that the rumor wheel was churning about that based upon the success of this game, but I'm not sure if it's going to come to fruition, but I really hope it does. I need more games like this in my life. I think we all do. But we really do appreciate you dropping by, and I guess I'll just ramble about a few things and hopefully relax you so that you can go to sleep. So that you can go to sleep, sleep, sleep. So, for those of you who keep up with my channel here, I mentioned in the last gameplay video of Phasmophobia that I would like to start doing more of these types of videos where I incorporate gameplay because I love video games and I love ASMR and I love performing ASMR for you. So I do hope that you enjoy. Plus, I can make these like a lot longer than I could do a role play or something of that nature, because I noticed when I go back and look at role plays that I've done on this channel that they are usually of the shorter variety because I don't know how to draw things out. It seems I don't know. I just, at max, they're usually like 20 minutes. Most of the time, they're 15 or less. And I don't mind a short ASMR video, but I think that having a longer one, like something like this, might be beneficial as well. So I hope you enjoy, in other words. I do hope that I can get back into doing ASMR roleplays on the channel because so many of them have been amazing, and for like in terms of views and comments and likes and just really making me feel very nice and feeling like I'm doing something good. And I think that I just need to buckle down and try to do some more. I don't remember if I talked about this in one of my recent rambling updates. It's been a while since I did one of those anyway. But I would like to revisit Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. I really would love to do that, and I've had ideas for it. Mostly, I had an idea of... I did one in this vein already, but with Jessie, also from Final Fantasy VII, where it was a new recruit to Avalanche, and Jessie was kind of showing them the ropes. And I was kind of thinking of that for Tifa as well, but I think that a lot of people like the dynamic of Tifa taking care of Cloud. So I'm not sure. I'm torn. I'm torn on that. I also really don't want it to flop because I want it to be, I want to do better. I'm very much a perfectionist, and I like to do things and try to continue to get better. So I think that weighs on me a little bit. I want it to be better than the first one. I also had a lot of nice comments on my Fuka from Persona 3, and I had a lot of requests for Yukari from Persona 3, and I think that could be done as well. So I'm thinking about possibly maybe in the future doing more Fuka as well, and as well as Yukari. So those are some things that, and I also promised Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII a long time ago as well. These are all things that I've thought about, and I just need to try to record it. So I'm hoping to do that in the coming months. But in the meantime, I thought that a nice long video like this would be nice to keep the channel active. So that's basically my update on the ASMR front, and there's a lot of games that I think would be really good for this, like Unpacking. I have that game. Basically any farm sim might be pretty fun, as long as it doesn't have excessive animal noises, I guess. I don't know, that might be relaxing, I don't know. But yeah. As far as personal news, I'm still working for the library. I am a part-time worker, and it's hard to believe that I've been working there for about 8 months now, and I really enjoy the job. I do. I hear so many people say, or I guess they have this stereotype of what a library, and by proxy what a librarian assistant or a librarian does. My library is not a traditional library, so what I mean by that is we don't go around shushing people. It's very much like it's not a quiet library. And that can be a problem because it's kind of crazy how loud people will be in a library, even a non-traditional one. I don't think I could do what some people do. Like, and this is a thing that I just can't do. Just have a conversation on speakerphone out in public. I can't do that. I don't like to have my business just floating out there for everyone to hear, you know? But it surprises me every time at how people can do that. And I just can't, even if I'm in a public area where there probably people are not even paying attention to me and it's loud or there's other noises or sounds. I just can't. I just can't. I don't really have that many phone conversations anyway. I'm very much like text me person. But you would be surprised at what people will do in a library. And even though we're not the shh types, I could never be that loud. But it's been going really well. But talking about that as far as like stereotypes of what a librarian is, I had a friend text me today and she was just like, that sounds like a dream job, and because she's also a bookworm like me. And I kind of was like, it's not probably what you're thinking it is. Like, I don't get to just hang around books all day and read and all that kind of stuff. It's just not something that happens. It's very much working in a public place, and just like anything that encompasses that, you're gonna have a wide variety of personalities, and honestly a lot of services that all of us, even the part-timers, have to be very well informed about. I work in the reference desk, or on the reference desk, I should say. So, the reference desk, I work primarily with the people that need to have prints done, copies made, faxes, scanned emails, people that just generally need computer assistance. And I also work in a space where I work with a 3D printer and other crafty things. And I gotta say, I was a little intimidated by the 3D printer at first, but I did my first 3D print and I was like, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. It's actually quite fun and not as intimidating as you may think it might be, you know? I ended up making a little chunky dinosaur. And I love it. Was like the perfect 3D print. Like, it was just easy in that way and not complex. And it gave it a nice base, because if you're not aware of what or how 3D printing works, you need a good base. If you have something that requires what they call supports, it can get very messy very quickly. And this little chunky dinosaur, he had the perfect base. So I was very happy with him. And I ended up making 2 more of them. I did one. My very first one was an orange filament, a very bright orange. And that was just because that was the filament that was loaded into the 3D printer when I was being taught how to do it. So I wanted to just change the filament myself and print off another one. So I ended up making a green chonky dinosaur. And he came out very well. He is still in that space in the library. And I have my first 3D print on my desk, on my computer, in my office. So they're still there. And then I made another 3D print of the chunky dinosaur for one of my coworkers for her birthday. She really wanted something like that, and she loved neon green, and she loves neon green. So I had neon green filament that was glow in the dark, and unfortunately, the little guy messed up at the top of his head. So you could see inside of him. And I told and showed my friends, and they were like, maybe he's just a zombie dino, and you could see his brains, which I like that idea. But I told my coworker about it, and I was like, you've got a couple of options. I can leave this as is, and he'll just be a zombie dino, or I'll make him a little top hat. And she chose try to make the top hat. So I ended up 3D printing a top hat. And she loved it. I don't know if she glued that to him, but I called him a little dapper dino. In any case, that was a success. So I really am enjoying. I was so scared to do that at first, but it's fun. And then I did, because the patrons can also do 3D prints. So I did a 3D print that someone had ordered, essentially. And it was for a dragon, like almost like a decal. It was very thin, and it was like a red dragon, and it was good sized, but like I said, it was very thin. I think he weighed a total of like 6 grams. He wasn't very big in terms of weight. But I did that for someone, and then they came and got it, so I guess it was all good, which makes me happy that I was able to contribute, But yeah, in any case, that was a big moment for me, and I was very pleased and happy. So the job is going good. I do wish, like most part-timers wish, I do wish I was full-time, because it would be nice to have benefits. But maybe eventually I will get one. We'll just have to see. And I've been rambling about that for a while. Oh, and I don't remember if I told you guys that I run the book club as a program. I inherited it. I feel I have the feeling of deja vu, because I feel like I told Joe about in a previous video, but I don't remember what I said, but that was something that I inherited from a worker that ended up going and getting a full-time position at another library in the system. And I needed a program because they like for us to have at least one program. And so I have a monthly book club. And let's see, what books have we read that I can talk to y'all about? I've read Violetta by Isabella Allende, and the book club did not like that. It was very dry, so I was going off the blueprint that my predecessor had, and she had a ton of historical fiction lined up, so I just kind of followed that. And Violetta was just too dry. The book club didn't enjoy it. I had read it before, like years ago, and I didn't really think much of it. I think Isabel has better books, but Violetta just wasn't for me, and it wasn't for the book club either. They did not enjoy that one. After that, we did The Rose Code by Kate Quinn, and I guess it went over better with the book club. I really liked it, and I was really hoping that they would, but they didn't seem to like it that much. I think they liked it more in Violetta, but that was kind of a low bar to jump over. But The Rose Code, I really enjoyed that book. I did. I almost gave it 5 stars. Gave it like 4.5 on Storygraph. I believe. I really liked it. And I really want to read the new Kate Quinn book that's out. It's called The Astral Library. And I really want to read that. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. And, yeah, so I'm really excited to, well, yeah, hopefully excited. I am excited to read it, hopefully, before too much longer. So, and we also had The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, which they seem to enjoy that. Kristen Hanna is usually a hit. I really would love to get a book club kit for The Women by Kristen Hanna, because I've actually not read that yet, and I've heard that it's really good. The Nightingale is, or was, I mean, it's been a long time since I read it, but The Nightingale was really good to me, and I think I even gave it 5 stars. But yes, I'm a fan of Kristen Hanna. So let me see, am I missing? Oh, and there was another one that we did that was more of a humorous one. And honestly, of all the books, I think that the book club really liked that one, and that was kind of surprising. It was not historical fiction, so. But anyway, after the Rose Code, it was basically like, okay, well, the blueprint's over. I had went through all the books that were scheduled to be done, and now I'm flying solo. And this month's book club pick was contemporary fiction, and it was Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Oh, guys, I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it because it's a Reese's book club pick. Reese Witherspoon, if you're not into books and reading. Reese Witherspoon has a book club called Reese's Book Club, aptly named. And it's a rare miss for me because I usually like it. Oh, I got the trophy. Guys, I got the trophy for Productive Day. Let's go. And we're at like the 30-minute mark, so I did sleep a lot. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get back to the kitty cat. There we go. Okay. So, our little cat had a nice little cat nap. And now we can just look at them. Oh, and maybe some meows. Isn't that the cutest thing? I've meowed like a million times. There's a trophy for that too, but I got that just because it's cute. Alright, so now we'll just chill and relax. And yay, we got a trophy. Okay, so what was I talking about? What was I rambling about? Oh, Great Big Beautiful Life. Okay, so I didn't like it. And I feel terrible about that, but I just did not like that book. It wasn't like hard to read or anything. It was a very easy read. It's probably classified as a beach read. And there were spicy scenes that there wasn't hardcore spice like some novels, but it had more than I was expecting. And a lot of my book club ladies are like older ladies, so I'm a little. I was reading it and I was just having secondhand embarrassment by reading those parts. And honestly, I just kind of glazed over them because not really my thing. So anyway, yeah, I just didn't like it. I gave it 2.5 stars, which is a low rating for me because I'm usually very generous. Most of the time, I at least give 4 or 3.5, or I feel usually if it's a 3, that's really low for me. So anything below a 3 is nope. So I'm a little nervous about how book club is gonna go, but the ladies and one gentleman, again, he is a trooper for dealing with that because it's not really his genre. He likes spy novels. And I told him when I handed him the book, The Great Big Beautiful Life, I was like, if this isn't your scene on this month, you can skip it. And he's like, no, I'll read it. I was like, oh, okay. So hopefully it isn't a total disaster. But the next book is more of a suspense, so I think that might be a good thing. It's called The Lost Boys of Barlow Theater. I believe by Emily Wright. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up again, but I think that's their name. No, probably not Emily Wright. I know it's Wright. Anyway, that's what we'll be reading for next month. And yeah, Like I'm getting more used to it because I am and always have been an introvert and shy. And as I've gotten older, I've grown out of my shyness, but I'm still shy. I'm still an introvert. I just, I don't know, I can force myself to socialize, and I can force myself in it, obviously having a job where you work with the public. Um, I can do those, and you wouldn't really tell, but I'm just a lot of times I'm very nervous, and I have like these nervous tics as well that I notice that I do, where I'll like bite my lip or um, adjust my clothing in some way, or just something that betrays me and shows that I'm not completely comfortable in social settings most of the time. So I do have like social anxiety, but I push through it, I think, pretty good. But yes, I've always been shy. I used to be painfully shy when I was little. Like, I wouldn't even speak. I remember when I would go over to my grandmother's house, and she loved having me there because I was so quiet, and I was just a very quiet child. And I would just read or play with my toys in a very calm manner. I was just not rambunctious or anything like that. But my cousins, on the other hand, were like my complete opposites. So they would break things and they would be loud and you would know they were there. But yeah, I wish I wasn't so shy when I was younger, but I definitely was. I was painfully shy. That's the way I always describe it because it really was. But I got a job when I was in college, and I was working as a cashier at Walmart. Ooh, yeah, you learn quick that you can't be that shy in that kind of occupation. Let me just say that. Also, meow. There we go. Oh, this game, the music is really great as well, but I have the music turned down a lot. But there's just so much like just relaxing moments in this game. I can't stress how much. If you haven't played Stray, you definitely need to. Look at it, it's so cute. The very beginning is adorable. You just have to play it. You just have to play it. So, we talked about books. Let's see. I guess we should talk about video games. Over on my Twitch channel, I've been playing God of War Ragnarok, and I'm about 60% through the main story according to the PS5. And I feel like I've been taking forever with that game, because I have, but that's not the point. God of War, I played God of War first, of course, and first playthrough, and then God of War Ragnarok, and I will say that I am enjoying it, but I miss the old style of God of War, in the sense that they made it less of a hack and slash and more, there's more puzzles. I mean, God of War, like, had puzzles. Some of them pretty intense. Harris Gardens and God of War 3. Never forget that place. Ugh. But it seems like in the Norse mythos that there's a lot of puzzles, and I'm just like burned out. I want to, like, when we get really into the story and everything, I'm very happy with that. But the puzzles kind of, the excessive puzzles take me out of it. But other than that, I really am enjoying the games, and I'm glad that I'm playing them. Let's see, off stream. God, I got really addicted to Dave the Diver. Like, so addicted. It was a problem. They took it off the PS Plus catalog, and it makes me so sad. God, that game's amazing. If you haven't played Dave the Diver and you wanna, it's just, it's so different. It's so, like, it encapsulates so many different aspects of games. It's like, it's crazy. Like, there's cooking at a sushi restaurant, there's diving, of course, there's a story, there's exploration. I can't say enough about that game. I was addicted. I miss it, actually. I think there's a DLC coming out soonish. And yeah. If you have the chance, play Dave the Diver. I recommend it. But I got addicted to that. And I also played through Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Both tapes, tape 1 and tape 2. Which were exclusively on the PlayStation Plus catalog. And then they were going to be taken off. So I kind of had to rush through tape 2 so I could, see it. But God, that game is like pure, unadulterated 90s nostalgia at its best, at its finest. And I really, really did like what I played. I just feel like I rushed through it just because I need to get it done. And I don't feel like I gave it, like, proper time dedication. Mostly because I was addicted to Dave the Diver, but I digress. Let's see. What else? I really wanna beat Persona 5 Royal as well. That's such a time commitment game. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption as well, and I'm hearing that since they put RDR2 on the PlayStation Plus catalog, that they might take off the original, and I'm just like, oh, I have never beat it. I have never beat it. I know what happens because my boyfriend at the time, he played it and I watched it, so I was kind of spoiled back then. So I know what happens, but I still want to beat it myself, so that's my goal. That's my new video game goal, is to beat the story on RDR. Yeah, and so wish me luck. I was on stream the other night and I played so many rounds of Liar's Dice, and I went from $200 to over 5K. I'm pretty rich in that game now. All thanks to Liar's Dice and Whit McSwain. I took him for everything he's worth. pretty much what I've been up to with that. There's a bunch of games that I want to play, need to play, and have you ever, well, do you guys ever get like overwhelmed, I guess, by your backlog? Whether it be games or shows or books, any media really. And you're just like, you get to that point where it's almost like when you're scrolling through your streaming services and you're like, oh, I want to try to find something to watch. And you just spend all your time just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And you'll spend like 30 minutes and then you still haven't decided on what to watch because it's just overwhelming. Well, that's me with just about everything. I have so many books and video games, and I'm really bad with movies and TV shows. I don't watch a lot of it. And a lot of my friends just marvel at my ignorance. I am quite ignorant when it comes to that, but what was the last show I actually finished? I don't remember. That I actually finished. Wow. I don't know. Okay, awkward moment, so let's meow. Oh. But yeah. What else to ramble about? I've touched on just about everything, haven't I? At least things that I normally talk about. Anyway, if you're still awake after listening to me ramble for about 50 minutes, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being here regardless, whether you're asleep right now or you're still listening to me ramble. I just hope that this video was just a nice, relaxing time for you. And I still feel like I'm out of practice with my ASMR. So this is good practice for me. I just really hope that you're doing well, and if you're awake, let's see, and you can tell me what TV show you're watching, or movie, last movie you watched, or if you're like me and you're a gamer, you can tell me what game you've been playing, or books. I always like to talk about any of the above. I know that a lot of people have been playing Subnautica 2 lately, and I have Subnautica. I need to try it. But I know a lot of people are playing that right now. What else is there? There's that new game, Directive 8020. Is that the numbers that come after it? Yikes. Anyway, it's like a narrative game. I would like to play that. Because, yeah, I love those games like Until Dawn and Detroit Become Human. Oh, I got the platinum trophy for two of the Dark Pictures anthology games. I got the plat for Man of Medan and Little Hope. And they were... which one was harder? They certainly weren't a very easy plat because there were so many bugs. That was what was the problem with Man of Madon and the trophy list there, because there was a lot of room for error on the trophies and they could be bugged. But luckily I got it. And then Little Hope just had annoying like relationship trophies that you had to do, and yeah, those weren't too fun. But I did do it, so yay. Oh, and I got the plat for Road 96 as well, which, guys, if you haven't played Road 96, another one I would highly recommend. It's a shorter game, and I got it platinumed in less than 25 hours. But I'm not a trophy hunter. If I can get a platinum trophy, I'll go for it, but I know my limits. Like, for instance, like Red Dead Redemption, I would never be able to get the platinum trophy. You gotta be kidding me. I'm just going to enjoy the game and enjoy the story and actually beat it for a change instead of not. But yes, feel free in the comments, talk to me about it, and like I said, I really am glad that you're here and giving my ASMR channel a chance. That means a lot to me. I really do enjoy doing ASMR. I really do love to help people and relax people, and if I can do that with my voice, that just makes me very happy. Out of all the things that I do, from voice acting, oh, I didn't talk about voice acting, did I? That's okay. From voice acting to Twitch streaming to this channel, like, I feel like ASMR could be what I might be best at, and I really would like to just be able to continue it and be more consistent. And I know I keep saying that and then I disappear for a while, but I hope to get better. See, okay, I'm gonna move around a little bit. Oh, that wasn't too loud. Let's just see. We can swing on the swing real quick. Yeah, we'll just chill here. This is such a cool place. Oh. I can kind of hear the... Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize you could hear the waterfall better here in this spot. It almost sounds like it's raining in the game. Alright. I think this is where I'll just let you listen to this ambiance and for a few more minutes and just relax your mind. Fall asleep if you haven't already. Whatever you're using this ASMR video for, I hope that it did help you. And I just want to say, I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you